குட் மார்னிங் டு ஆல். வணக்கம். இந்த முறை 14 முறையாக நாங்கள் வந்துட்டு இந்த சர்வதேச பாய்மர படகு போட்டியை இங்கே நடத்துகிறோம். So this is the 11th time that we are running the India International Regatta at Chennai. And we have to thank the Indian Coast Guard for having agreed to allow us to use the facility. So everybody will be aware that we used to be operating out of that same location, which is now handed over to Indian Coast Guard. If not for them having agreed, it would not have been possible for us to conduct the event, as the India's first sailing academy that the government of Tamil Nadu is going to establish at the mouth of river Kuam will be ready next year. So, this year, hopefully we may be the last year within the port of Chennai, which creates a lot of difficulties for us to run the event, for y'all to cover the event, and for participants to enter. But I must add that the government of Tamil Nadu, which have come forward to support financially this event in a big way, in a big manner, is really, thanks to the Deputy Chief Minister, நம்ம மாண்புமிகு துணை முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கும் தமிழ்நாடு அரசுக்கும் மிக்க நன்றி. இந்த போட்டியை நடத்துறதுக்கான அனைத்து பண உதவியும் அவங்க தான் செஞ்சிருக்கிறாங்க. அண்ட் இந்த பண உதவி இல்லைன்னா இந்த பாய்மர படகு போட்டி எங்களால் நடத்தி இருக்க முடியாது. அதை தவிர தமிழ்நாட்டில் சர்வதேச அளவான ஒரு ராமநாதபுரத்தில் வந்துட்டு வாட்டர் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஃபெசிலிட்டி அமைக்கிறவங்க தமிழ்நாடு அரசு, மற்றும் கூவம் முகத்வாரத்தில் கலைஞரோட சமாதிக்கு அருகில் முதல்ல கலைஞர் 1970s ஆரம்பித்த இடத்துல, ரோயிங் ஆரம்பித்த இடத்துல, அதே இடத்துல வந்துட்டு ஒரு செயிலிங் அகாடமியும் அமைக்க போகிறாங்க தமிழ்நாடு அரசு. ஸோ விளையாட்டுத்துறையில் தமிழ்நாடு அரசு இஸ் த மோஸ்ட் பெனவலண்ட், and the budget is nearly 1/3 of Government of India's budget. So the kind of support that youth development and sport has got in Tamil Nadu, including reservations in jobs, is really something noteworthy. I think and I hope all the states in India will support sports development in the same manner, so that India can win many, many more medals at the Olympics and other international events. ஸோ இந்த வருஷம் கிட்டத்தட்ட 115 குழந்தைங்க இந்த போட்டியில் கலந்துக்க போகிறாங்க. 13 நாட்டிலேருந்து இந்த போட்டிக்கு வந்துட்டு குழந்தைங்க வராங்க. அவங்க அஃப்கோர்ஸ் அதில் 11 பேருக்கு விசா கிடைச்சிருச்சு. இன்னும் 2 பேருக்கு இன்னும் விசா கிடைக்கல. அண்ட் this event is being organized with the approvals from Ministry of External Affairs, Home Affairs, and Ministry of Youth Affairs, Government of India. So it is truly an international event where we have even jury and race observers from abroad. So சட்டப்படிக்கு இந்த போட்டியை நடத்துச்ச, இன்டர்நேஷனல் ஈவெண்ட்டை நடத்துச்ச 5 பேர் ஜூரியா இருக்கணும். அதுல 3 பேர் மற்ற நாடுகள்லேருந்து இருக்கணும், 2 பேர் இந்தியாவிலேருந்து இருக்கலாம். ஸோ நாங்கள் 3 நாட்டிலேருந்து வெளிநாட்டிலேருந்து 3 பேரை கூப்பிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். அவங்களும் வராங்க. ப்ளஸ் நம்ம நாட்டிலேருந்து 2 இன்டர்நேஷனல் ஜூரி இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ எவ்ரி திங் இஸ் பீங் டன் ஆஸ் பர் த நார்ம்ஸ் செட் பை இன்டர்நேஷனல் செயிலிங் ஃபெடரேஷன். அண்ட் திஸ் ஈவெண்ட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஏஷியன் செயிலிங் ஃபெடரேஷன் கூட கலந்து அவங்களால அங்கீகாரம் பெற்ற ஒரு ஈவெண்ட்டு. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ அன் ASAF கப் ஈவெண்ட். And this is for the first time that we will be seeing a lot of youth sailors who will be, coming from countries which have not participated in the past. And the event எதுக்கு முக்கியம்னா, சின்ன வயசுலேருந்தே ஒரு குழந்தை ஒரு போட்டியில் கலந்துக்கிறான்னா ஒரு போட்டா அவன் மாறி போறச்சு. ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட்லேருந்து either 29er or லேசர். இப்போ கேசி கணபதி ஆப்டியில் ஆரம்பிச்சா 7 வயசு. அப்போ அதுலேருந்து 29er என்ற போட்டிக்கு போனா, 29erலேருந்து 49erக்கு வந்தான். 49erல ஒலிம்பிக்கு குவாலிஃபை ஆனாங்க, ஏஷியன் கேம் மெடல் வாங்கினாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி அவங்களால படிப்படியாக முன்னாடி உயர்ந்து முடிஞ்சது. அதே மாதிரி இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு போட்டியை நடத்துச்ச மற்ற நாடுகள்லேருந்து இங்கே வர செயிலர்ஸ் கூட நம்ம இளைஞர்கள் கலந்து செயில் பண்ணச்ச அவங்க என்ன டெக்னிக்கை யூஸ் பண்றாங்க, அவங்க அந்த போட்ல பாய் மரத்தை கட்டச்ச 2 பாய்மரப்படகு போட்டியில கலந்து வெற்றி பெற்ற இளைஞர்களுக்கு வந்து தமிழ்நாடு அரசு வேலை வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்திருக்கு. சித்ரேஷ் அண்ட் ஜெயலட்சுமி அவங்க 2 பேருக்கு வந்து அரசாங்கத்துல அந்த 3% கோட்டால வேலை வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சிருக்கு. இதுல முக்கியமானது என்னன்னா, அவங்க போய் கேட்கல வேலைக்கு, அரசாங்கமே அவங்களுக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணி இந்த துறையில வந்து உங்களுக்கு வேலை வாய்ப்பு நாங்க அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிருக்கிறோம், நீங்க வந்து சிஎம் கிட்ட இருந்து அந்த சான்றிதழை வாங்கிக்கோங்கன்னு கூப்பிட்டாங்க. So instead of us chasing the jobs for sports person in Tamil Nadu, jobs are chasing them. So that's a great step which will encourage more and more youth to come into this thing. So we must thank the way, and of course, now I'm going to request our additional chief secretary and who's heading the sports department, and because of him, in fact, I had mentioned that because of his personal commitment and involvement, a proposal which has been pending from 2014 in the Ministry of Environment and all has got cleared last year, and we have also obtained the Government of India's permission. It is a facility which will be coming up with 25,000 square feet of building that has been approved. But because of budget constraints, we may be starting with 20,000 for now, and 5,000 square feet may either be added with support from corporate sponsors or the government giving us the budget subsequently. So this is India's first sailing academy that is coming up here, and in addition to that, in Ramanathapuram, a water sports Olympic facility is also coming up. So not only sailing, but it will be rowing, ocean rowing, which has been introduced in Olympics, kayaking, canoeing, all those facilities are coming up. So I'm sure that not only will Tamil Nadu see many more Tamilians participating in Asian and Olympics, but also Indians will benefit out of the facilities created by the government of Tamil Nadu. May I now request our additional chief secretary to address all of you.
Ashok is there in the dais. Megnath is just joining. Very senior journalists have come today, and most of you I know for years together. Sailing is one of our prime sports in Tamil Nadu. In India, we have a coastline of around 7,000 kilometers. Tamil Nadu has around 700. Chennai Corporation Limit itself has 50 kilometers of coastline. And this coastline has been utilized for various sports for many years. Sailing had been one big sport. Yachting has been another big sport. Now surfing has also emerged as a very major sport. So it was essential that we keep conducting big tournaments in sailing. This regatta, I think you all know, is going on for last 11 years. When I was in the Port Trust, at that time also this was being done. The continuity of regatta. So my colleague has also come. So as you know that the continuity of regatta was very important. And for that I must thank the Tamil Nadu Sailing Association and Indian Yachting Association that they have chosen Chennai as the place where the biggest event of sailing happens in India. And this year government has also come into support. Government is supporting this festivity, this event in a big way. And Chennai Port is giving all the due requirement. You may be knowing just 2 days back, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Sir had reviewed the progress being done for the regatta. He had meeting with the TNSA officials, with my colleague Megnath and his SDAT team, with Coast Guard, with Chennai Port Trust, with Indian Navy, with the security police, to ensure that everything goes on smoothly. So it is the endeavor of our Chief Minister Sir that Tamil Nadu state should remain the best state promoting sports for years to come. We already got 6 awards in this category, not 1 but 6. And that has been only because of the hard work which is being put by SDAT on one side and by various federations and associations on the other side. And as Ashok was telling, government has taken a very big initiative. A sailing academy is coming in Chennai. It is almost at the tender stage, so it will be you will be seeing the academy very soon. And another water sports academy, Olympic Water Sport Academy, is coming in Ramnath, where the construction is in the final phase, and we expect that within a month or two we will be in a position to start sailing there. So these are two big events which have happened, and today in this particular regatta 13 countries are participating. 115 sailors from these countries are coming, and then there are a large number of people who are coming to watch it. I have requested Ashok that let us make it a city event. There should be some thing for the city to watch, because now when sailing happens in it doesn't happen in an academy, it happens in a fortress environment, there are fewer viewers. So ensure that viewers are available and they have some viewing points, some place where they can see it through telescope or through a LED. All those arrangements are being made, and I wish the regatta all the success, and wish that sailing, which actually started as a sport which was mainly done by the Indian Navy and by some elites, today it has actually become a grassroots sport. Large number of children from fishermen community are there. Large number of children from who are otherwise in difficult situations, economically difficult situations, they have taken to sailing, and TNSA is providing them all the support. So with these words, I wish this regatta all the success, and I want this to be taken to the people. Ultimately, we go for a press conference only so that the people come to know that such big events are happening, and the government is working so closely with the associations to ensure that we are the most formidable state with regards to sport. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Young youth from Srinivasapuram Kuppam that we took to training when we started DNSA in 2002. They are the coaches, they are the people helping us run this event. So there are 3 people out of the few boys that we had taken at that time. Today they are running this event, helping us run this event. Like that, basically our aim is that, many more fishermen's children and all get involved in the sport so that they can create an alternate livelihood. That is, taking people from the city for sport fishing, for leisure fishing into the sea, for taking people out into the sea with once the sailing academy comes in big yachts for, as a tourist activity also. So all these things will add not only to the state's, credibility, but also create alternative means for youngsters who are coming up. And instead of looking at only jobs, they can themselves get involved in creating a livelihood for themselves and their families. So I would now request our member secretary to also address you and the thing, because he is one person who has been so busy because the state is doing so many activities. So he's jumping or hopping from one event to the other. So, and in spite of all that, we have been able to pull it off on just WhatsApp. So, the WhatsApp and his fingers and his dedication to the department that he is in has helped us get this event going. So,
சேலிங்கோட முக்கியத்துவம் வந்து நம்ம ஸ்பெஷலாக சொல்ல வேண்டியதில்லை. நம்ம ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் பார்த்தாவே அது நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். டோக்கியோ ஒலிம்பிக்ஸ் ஆகட்டும் சரி, பாரிஸ் ஒலிம்பிக்ஸ் ஆகட்டும் சரி, இந்தியா செயிலர்ஸில் பெரும்பாலும் செயிலர்ஸ் வந்து தமிழ்நாடு சேர்ந்த செயிலர்ஸ். வருண், கணபதி, நேத்ரா குமரன். ஸோ இந்தியா செயிலிங்னு சொன்னாலே அது வந்து தமிழ்நாடு செயிலிங் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஈக்குவல்னு சொல்லலாம். அந்தளவுக்கு வந்து செயிலிங்க்கு ஒரு முக்கியத்துவம் நம்ம ஸ்டேட்டில் இருக்குது. அண்ட் இன்னும் நிறைய செயிலர்ஸ் வந்து யங் செயிலர்ஸில் நிறைய அச்சீவ்மெண்ட்ஸில் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ அந்த வகையில் பார்க்கும்போது ஆல்ரெடி அந்த செயிலர்ஸ்க்கெல்லாம் நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்கீம்ஸில் நம்ம சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறோம். இப்போ நான் சொன்ன 3 செயிலர்ஸுமே நம்ம எலிட் திட்டத்தில் ஆல்ரெடி இருந்தவங்க. இப்போவுமே அவங்க ட்ரைனிங் ஆகட்டும் சரி, அவங்க காம்படிஷன்ஸ் ஆகட்டும் சரி, நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட் சைட்லேருந்து சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ அந்த வகையில் பார்க்கும்போது ஒரு யூத் ரெகாட்டா நடத்துறது வந்து தட் டூ ஆஃப்டர் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஒரு 8 வருஷம் கேப்புக்கு அப்புறம் நடத்துறது வந்து ஒரு மிக முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம். 13 நாடுகள்ல இருந்து ஒரு 150, 120, 130 செயிலர்ஸ் வராங்க. த பெஸ்ட் டேலண்ட் ஃப்ரம் ஆல் திஸ் கான்டினென்ட்ஸ் இஸ் கம்மிங். ஸோ ஒன் ஈவெண்ட் ஹோஸ்ட் பண்ணுறது ஒரு விஷயம். ரெண்டாவது வந்து நம்ம செயிலர்ஸ்க்கு, நம்ம லோக்கல் செயிலர்ஸ்க்கு, நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு சேர்ந்த செயிலர்ஸ், இந்தியன் செயிலர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து இது ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸாக இருக்குமன்றது நாங்கள் நம்புகிறோம். அதுக்காக தான் இந்த ஈவெண்ட்டுக்கு நாங்கள் இவ்வளோ முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்குறோம். தேர்ட் அண்ட் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், ஏற்கனவே சொன்னது போல செயிலிங் அகாடமி ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஒரு 7 வருடம் 8 வருடமா ஒரு கனவாக இருந்த ஒரு செயிலிங் அகாடமி இடமெல்லாம் ஒதுக்கீடு பண்ணி ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஃபண்ட் எல்லாம் அலாட் ஆன ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து என்வாயன்மெண்ட் கிளியரன்ஸ்க்காக கொஞ்சம் ஸ்டக்காக இருந்தது. அது வந்து டெல்லி போய் என்வாயன்மெண்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல வந்து சொல்லி அப்ரூவலில் வாங்கி இப்போ ஆல்மோஸ்ட் டெண்டர் வந்து டிசைன் டெண்டர் வந்து ஃபைனல் ஸ்டேஜில் உண்டு. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ப்ராப்ளி ஒரு 1 வீக் 2 வீக்ஸில் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு பொங்கலுக்கு முன்னாடியே நம்ம வந்து டெண்டர் போகிற ஸ்டேஜுக்கு நம்ம வந்துட்டோம். இது வந்து ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு பெரிய டெவலப்மெண்ட்டாக நாங்கள் பார்க்குறோம். ஒரு டெடிகேட்டட் செயிலிங் அகாடமி அட் மரீனான்றது will go a long way in bringing next generation of sailors into the sailing community என்றது. Combined with that, ராமநாதபுரம்ல நம்ம கட்டுற தமிழ்நாடு வாட்டர் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஒலிம்பிக் அகாடமி, அகெயின் ஒன் ஆஃப் இட்ஸ் கைண்ட், இந்தியாலேயே ப்ராப்ளி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒலிம்பிக் வாட்டர் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் அகாடமின்னு சொல்லலாம். ஒர்க் வந்து ஆல்மோஸ்ட் முடிகிற ஸ்டேஜுக்கு வந்துடுச்சு. ஃபெப்ரவரிக்குள்ளே வந்து அது இனாகிரேட் பண்ணணும். செயிலர்ஸ்க்கு ப்ளஸ் மற்ற சர்ஃபர்ஸ்க்கெல்லாம் அது வந்து வழிபாடு கொண்டு வரணுன்ற நோக்கத்தோடு நாங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ ஃப்ரம் ஆர் பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ், SDAT பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ், உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நிறைய மேஜர் ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம ஒன்றா நடத்திட்டே வரோம். இந்த மாதமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா செயிலிங் இருக்கு, இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் ரெகேட்டா. 11ஆம் தேதி வந்து ஐரன்மேன் நடத்துகிறோம். அகெயின் மேஜர் ஈவெண்ட் ஐரன்மேன் ஒலிம்பிக் டிஸ்டன்ஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் வந்து இதுவரைக்கும் ஒன்லி கோவாவில் இருந்தது, இப்போ வந்து சென்னை கொண்டு வந்துட்டோம். கிட்டத்தட்ட இதுவரைக்கும் 1200 பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் வந்து அதில் பதிவு பண்ணாங்க. மந்த் எண்டில் வந்து ஏஷியன் ட்ராக் சைக்கிளிங், அதுவுமே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம், இதுவரைக்கும் எப்போவுமே நம்ம நடத்தலை. ஏஷியன் ட்ராக் சைக்கிளிங் கொண்டு வரும். ஐடியா வந்து இந்த ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் பார்த்து நம்ம பிளேயர்ஸ்க்கு அதில் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணுற ஒரு சான்ஸ், ப்ளஸ் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜென்ரேஷன் பிளேயர்ஸ் வந்து உருவாக்கணும்ன்ற ஒரு நோக்கத்தோடு தான் நம்ம இது பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ மிக முக்கியமாக மீடியாவுக்கு எங்கள் SDAT சைடில் இருந்த வேண்டுகோள் என்னென்னா, எங்கள் நிறைய இனிஷியேட்டிவ்ஸ்க்கு வந்து நீங்கள் நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறீங்க, நிறைய பப்ளிசிட்டி கொடுக்குறீங்க, நல்ல நல்ல ஆர்டிகல்ஸ் எழுதுறீங்க. அதனால இன்னும் நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து அது ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாக இருக்குது. ஸோ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் இஸ் டு கவர் தீஸ் ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் என்ஷூர் தட் this reaches everyone in the state. Thank you.
இதுல வந்துட்டு வருது எல்லாமே ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் தான். ஏன்னா இது வந்துட்டு யூத் சேலிங் ஈவெண்ட். ஸோ 7 வயசுல இருந்து 18 வயசுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற பசங்க தான். பட் மெஜாரிட்டி நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா 16க்குள்ள தான் இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஆல் 100% ஆஃப் த பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். இந்த வருஷம் வந்துட்டு we are having from 13 countries and so this is what we are going to have this year, plus across from Hyderabad, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, all we have got from India itself.
ராமநாதபுரத்தில் நம்ம பண்ணுற ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து பேர் வந்து தமிழ்நாடு வாட்டர் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் அகாடமி. பெருப்பனவலசை பீச்சில் வந்து நம்ம கட்டுறோம். ஒர்க்கு வந்து போயிட்டுருக்கு. ஆல்மோஸ்ட் February 10th அகாடமி ஓப்பன் பண்ணணும்ன்ற ஒரு டார்கெட்டோட வேலை போயிட்டுருக்கு. சென்னையில் நம்ம கட்டுற செயிலிங் அகாடமி வந்து டிசைன்ஸ் எல்லாம், அது நான் சொன்னது போல் என்வாயன்மெண்ட் கிளியரன்ஸ்க்காக ரொம்ப நாளாக ஸ்டக்காக இருந்தது. அது வந்த உடனே டிசைன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இப்போ ரெடி பண்ணுறோம். ஃபைனல் ஸ்டேஜில் டிசைன்ஸ் இருக்குது. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு 1 வாரம் 10 நாளில் வந்து டெண்டர் போயிடும். ஸோ ப்ராப்ளி February 10th 15th அது வந்து அடிக்கல் நட்டுற மாதிரி அது ஒரு முயற்சி. Yes, 100% Government of Tamil Nadu Academy.
The registration department.
Sir, the technical details.
Beg your pardon? So it is not by distance. So any sailing race normally should not exceed 50 minutes. So what they do is, depending on the wind condition, we adjust the distances. And the sailing is done in 3 different formats. One is with the wind, one is against the wind. So, the course is set in such a way that there are different kind of situations given to a sailor where he has to use his technique. So some sailor may be good in sailing with the wind, some may be good in sailing with against the wind, some may be good in both. So all kinds of opportunities are given to the sailors. I would like to add one more thing. Why Tamil Nadu is the best? In fact, India is going to host the Olympics in future. So the coastline of Tamil Nadu has a tidal difference of 1 meter. Whereas if you take Maharashtra, Gujarat and all, the tidal difference is 5 meters. So either the sea water is running in wind direction or the other. So it is not an ideal condition where international events are held. So our seas are the best, and I hope that the government of India, whenever they conduct an Olympic, decide that at least the Olympic water sports are conducted in Tamil Nadu, and with the kind of facilities that Tamil Nadu is already creating for the water sports, I am sure that even the government of Tamil Nadu will take up the case that this event should be held here because of good conditions, ideal conditions, as well as for all the effort that the government has already put in place to create these facilities.
So, any information about the app as the chief secretary for government farmers taking part?
Okay. We have got two sailors from Sweden. In fact, before, who are the sailors, Gana, who went to Olympics? They came here in 2019.
When we sailed 29, there were 4 other foreign teams. One was a Kiwi team with Isaac McCarty and Marcus Somerville. And Isaac finished with a silver medal at the last Olympics in the 49er class. And in the previous Olympics, we took that said, like Tamil Nadu, Chennai, both places. Chennai, I grew up sailing Varun, and Rameshwaram, where the academy is happening, we trained over 3 years because Chennai port, TNSA was moved to another location in Chennai port. So both places are phenomenal for sailing. Like there's 365 days a year you can sail. Wave conditions are like no other place in India. Very prominent to foreign training venues like Japan, where the next Asian Games is going to be held. Wind through the year, we have great wind, and there's no temperature issue. Like some places abroad, winter gets really cold, you can't sail. Chennai, you can sail 365 days a year. SDAT has been supporting all of us on Jaya, Varun, Nedra, myself since we were young kids, and without them we couldn't have done it. SDAT and TNSA. And I just want to say, 2009 I was inducted in SDAT, and the work Meghnad sir and Tudya sir are doing is like none I've ever seen. Like before, as athletes, we had to really go push files through. Here, athletes all have to do their job, and the work being done is very, very commendable. So very grateful. It's very nice to see India International Regatta back on the map, and thank you so much for making this happen.
To answer your question, I can give you some more. 2 teams that have come most consistently have been Sweden and Ireland. They're there again this year, and I can send you I will send you the list. We'll send you the entire entry list, including the top sailors. But to answer your question, in addition to that, actually we have a quote from the Irish coach who's come with all of these teams. Starting 2011, we started, they've been coming here. I can send you these names as well, so including additional Olympians. So we've produced not just Indian Olympians, but foreign Olympians as well. I think that's the message I'd like a lot of you to take away. That is more than remarkable for a country like ours in the sport.
See, it is as Sir said, it is not just for fishermen. We want to make it affordable sport. Sailing has always been considered, like our ACS sir said, an elitist sport. So it was not affordable. Like even this year, if you see, our Deputy CM said that rather than taking boats on hire, why don't you buy them? So that this asset is available in India for the use by the economically challenged section of sports people who would like to take to this sport. So we have imported certain boats, and 15 boats are going to be retained so that they can be used by children from economical conditions where their parents cannot afford to buy them a boat. And see, today, let me tell you, every sport is expensive when you want to go to a certain level. But when you have the best boats that are being used by the best in the world available to you for free, I think that itself is a big inducement for people who are interested in getting into the sport. I also had mentioned we have one young sailor there. So after the press meet, you could talk to her. She is continuing to sail in the India International Regatta. She is again an ex-participant. I mentioned that instead of sports person going and chasing government to get a job under the sports quota, I mentioned 2 names, Chitresh and Jayalakshmi. Jayalakshmi is here. She's just recently married and I think he has come with her husband. So I missed the wedding, so congratulations. So basically, the government called them. I asked Chitresh, your father is in business. Why do you need this job? He said, sir, no, sir. I got a call and I was asked that I must come and give my documents. So he was asked to give the documents. He was followed up and he joined the government. Like that, even she was working in a private company, and when she got a call, her father called me and said that, the salary is a little less, but then government வேலை தான் சார், அரசாங்கத்தில் உத்தியோகப்படுறது ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம் தானே. So I'm going to ask my daughter to resign from a private job where she's earning more and join the government. So this is the kind of encouragement that we see, which will induce more youngsters to get into any sport. I'm not talking about sailing alone, but any sport.
And if I can just add on the infrastructure piece, not this year. Even when we started off, Kana mentioned 2009, the first time around as well, we were able to actually at that point with central government procure a large number of boats, right? Most sailors start in the Optimist, the smallest boat. And that was crucial in taking sailing to the next level in our country.
Since the press is here, I would like to make one request to the government of India. There was a scheme earlier which was known as the 75-25 scheme. That is, 25% the states, federations could put, and 75% the government gave as a subsidy to buy Olympic and Asian game boats. So I think that scheme was a great scheme, and I request the government of India to reconsider and reintroduce that scheme, so that more sports people who are already there, if they want to buy boats, they can, through the state federations or the state government, approach the government and get financial subsidies to buy these boats.
Yeah, just last question.
Is this the first leg of this Assam series?
This will be the second leg, because the first one already happened in Abu Dhabi.
Just one. And how many legs are there?
So normally they used to have 6 legs, and we were the people who started this whole scheme of having the SF Cup. It got discontinued because we were out of it for 8 years. So hopefully this will be the restart of that SF Cup.
Okay, thank you so much.
So I've placed third in national bronze, and it was in Mysore. The winds were really high and really hard to manage, but it was pretty nice the first time. The sailing in Chennai are really nice because most 365 days of the year, the winds are really good, and the waves are pretty nice compared to other areas I've sailed in.
Tell them who you are.
I am Veitava. I have sailed in TNSA for all my life, and I have experience of 4 years in TNSA.
There were 30 kids who started with me from the Chennai Port Dress School, but only I stayed throughout the event for almost 13 years I've sailed. And my first event was IIR. My first international medal was also from IIR. So I think Chennai is the best place to sail all over India. It's the best place because we have sailed all around India. Because of the waves, the conditions and all that. And the other thing is, it is organized and it is taken care by parents and volunteers who know what the kids are going through. So they know the drawbacks and everything. Because this sport is mainly for the army and navy people, they take up this sport. But as a private club, we come up and we have 3 Olympians from our club, and we have so many sailors who have shined in international, and we have youngsters who are coming up. So I think IIR has always been a best youth event in India. It's the only international event that happens in India.
How many times have you taken part in IIR?
So I have taken part around 7, and I almost won for 4 times.
What was the first time?
2012.
I've seen you a lot of times.
The first IIR I took part in was in Opti, and participants from all over Asia. At that time, Asia was like the hub of Opti sailing, so it was a very high level. Lots of participants came in for the other youth categories. I think we had a team from Denmark also, if I'm not wrong. The first event, they come down because it was winter in Denmark, completely frozen out. And at that time, we had event held at IIT. Like, I don't know whether they stayed there or. Yeah, so it was a beautiful experience. We were sailing, then in the evenings we had like get togethers in IIT, and it brought that sailing culture of what's very prevalent in other countries like Netherlands. In fact, a place like Netherlands, people own more boats than cars. So we started seeing, okay, there is something apart from the small sailing community we had in India, that around the world there is, and we started dreaming that we can go abroad and start doing well in places that are predominantly sailing dominant. So it really brought one more thing. When we bring people to your own home, they are way more open to you and they talk to you, they tell you experiences, they teach you. Compared to going there you're a bit shy. It's their own place, so they are not very open. So it's a great experience for young sailors who can easily like go talk to people. They are interested. People who come here are interested to come to India, see the culture. So way more open. So it definitely teaches you a lot about sailing, what's out there. You make friends. If the next time you go there, then you already know people. So it's a beautiful thing to have international regattas like this in India. And I think at the moment we are the only guys who do it, so it's a very proud thing to be part of.
Looking back, how much it has helped you?
Sure. I can promise you it's not by accident that 3 people who qualified for the Olympics come from TNSA and come from Tamil Nadu. It's purely because we had that beautiful sailing culture around 10 years ago. We had like 60 kids on every Sunday, and it was like going that we had our coach Munna uncle, we called him, and every Sunday, Saturday, in fact, it wasn't just Buddha uncle, they were Mushtaq uncle, Ravi uncle, Doc uncle, and Ashok uncle. It was like all our parents came together and created this environment where it was like so competitive but so fun that we used to come every weekend. In fact, other people, when like summer holidays started, would go home and do things. We came straight to the sailing club. We were at the sailing club, only sailing, and it was a beautiful environment that TNSA created. So coming back to what IIR taught us, amazing place to go sailing. Once you sail in Chennai waves and the northeast monsoon, you can go anywhere else in the world and not get intimidated by the sea state and all that. So, yes.
So what Gana said was true. Actually, during weekends and other summer holidays, everyone used to go out and have fun. But we had more fun being in TNSA from morning to evening. We used to have get-togethers like all sailors together. We just didn't learn only sailing. We learned life lessons, I could say that. Because it was like a family for us and we learned a lot. And it's the best place to sail. Like earlier I said that it's one of the best places in India to sail.
In the Navy. Miley is running the event, so he's joined the Navy, Indian Navy. I think, I don't know whether it's sports quota or what, but.
No, it's open quota, but he is posted in the sports
division, yeah, so he's joined. And his second son, because the sailing uses the Bernoulli's principle, which is used by aircraft, has now decided to become a pilot. So obviously, I think probably sailing is one of the reasons why both the sons are getting into jobs and not following in the footsteps of going to the Middle East and living away from the wife.